Hey, tired of the old blunderbuss? Think it's time for a new rifle? Maybe not. Maybe all you need is a new scope, like this FULLFIELD 4 from Burris. This scope does pretty much anything you need a new rifle to do by extending your precision shooting distance. This is a fully multi-coated scope, so you're getting as much brightness as you possibly can. It's a 3 power all the way up to 12 power, and the reticle inside has MOA hash marks on the horizontal line so you can hold into the wind quickly to adjust for it. 42 millimeter objective up front, plenty big enough. You don't have too big and bulky of a scope. To me, this is just an ideal all-around hunting scope. And in addition, it has an illuminated reticle for those low light situations. If you want, you can dial this. You can even get custom dials to fit your particular bullet and trajectory from Burris. But it's set up for minute of angle, so all you have to do is dial your clicks. Take off your turret and run with it. You can do everything from basic simplicity to advanced turret dialing and multiple reticle selection downrange. Changing a scope out is not all that difficult. You just take out the old standard and set in the new scope, and then there are some basic adjustments you need to make to get it fitting you and your rifle. So alternate your screw tension just a little bit on this side, cross over, come back, and even things out. Watch your gaps here between your rings on both sides. Now, here are 2 more tips for upgrading your rifle that cost almost nothing but a little bit of time. One is to either fully length bed or free float your barrel. Some rifles will shoot much better if their barrel is not touching the stock. That's called free floating, and you do that with a dowel rod and some sandpaper. Just take the barrel action off the stock by removing the screws that attach it, file that thing out with that sandpaper, and then just refit. Go little by little until you get it fitting with nothing touching. Run a piece of paper through there. Maybe I like 2, so I'll take a typing paper, fold it over, and then slide it through. And if you get nice clearance all the way, the barrel is not touching, and it should shoot very well. If it doesn't, you can full length the bed. And for that, you'll need some epoxy or a kit like Acra Glass. And the whole kit is designed to lay some epoxy in the channel, and then mount your barrel action in it, tighten it down, and the whole thing should dry so that it is locked in tight, and then your barrel has extra rigidity from the stock itself. One of those 2 tricks should help you shoot better. And the bonus tip, back to those bedding screws. Often a rifle will shoot better if the front bedding screw is really locked down tight. 25, 35 inch-pounds, 40 inch-pounds, and the rear tang screw is loosened, because sometimes they're not bedded perfectly flat in there, and if you tighten the rear tang screw too much, it literally bends the action, puts a little bit of a bind in it, and that can cost you accuracy. So just fool around with the tensions on those screws while you shoot groups and see if a little bit of adjustment might not make a big difference.